Happening today, Russia has launched more than 80 missiles into cities across Ukraine, killing at least a dozen people and injuring dozens more. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
President Biden condemned the Russian missile strikes that rained down throughout Ukraine Monday. He said these attacks killed and injured civilians and destroyed targets with no military purpose. They once again demonstrate the utter brutality of Mr. Putin's illegal war on the Ukrainian people. Ukrainian officials say the Russians had two targets in mind: energy infrastructure and people.
The war against civilians. Putin needs Ukraine without Ukrainians.
There were dozens of civilian casualties in the strikes, and Ukraine says at least 11 major energy infrastructure targets were hit. There are now many Ukrainians left without power, water, or heat. The energy targets has raised concerns that Russia will use energy to punish Ukraine and its European allies this winter. President Biden and other leaders of the Group of Seven nations will hold an emergency virtual summit Tuesday to discuss the latest developments in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin called the strikes a retaliation for this: a bomb exploding on the bridge that connects Crimea with Russia, and in a sign that the war could soon escalate even more. Belarus's president, Alexander Lukashenko, says Russian troops will deploy to his country in large numbers. Russia used Belarus to launch attacks on Kyiv when the war started in February. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.